Say no. Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. I don't do well with less than like 7 hours of sleep, and I don't know, I just have been not getting the amount of sleep I should.
She stays up too late at night.
Yeah. Always working, but that's all right. I'm still happy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you might be sad when you know we got a 70% chance of rain by now.
Yeah. Oh, really? That quick?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Sorry, I have to clean
I
my
gave the
glasses.
local weather update.
Yeah, I know.
But you know how that goes. We just play it by ear and
Yeah.
look at the sky and the radar, and if it comes, it comes. We stop. If it doesn't come, then we get a lot done, right?
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, can't be too concerned, you know.
These are our two, because we've been getting rain showers in the afternoon. These are our two furthest behind at 17 days, I think. And the grass is thickening up now. It's been wet in the mornings.
Yeah. Wet, dewy, like and because it's thick and sometimes crabgrass, like
Yeah.
these are.
So the boss will mow them. I'm gonna weed eat them, and then we have to put some rock down for one of the clients.
Yes.
So the kitties don't go to potty where. That's
Yeah.
why she wants it.
It's just all dirt right now, so.
They go over there and go potty by our house, so we need to put some rock down. First one of the day. It's pretty long and wet. And then here's the second one of the day, right there. And that's really long and thick. And we got to put rocks along the house over here. So we'll do that, and then we'll go off to the other ones. Hopefully we just don't get rain today. But, okay. I'm not going to record these because I'm going to listen to music. Hey, boss. You need to get me a photographer, or what is it, a videographer?
A videographer.
Pay him to walk around with me, because I forgot to get in after the first two.
Oh, you're bad.
Weren't they bad though? They were thick and wet.
Thick and so wet. And the Beast obviously cuts better than the 36.
Well, because the 36 doesn't have an ICD deck on it.
Well, and what's the 36? Only like 20 horsepower?
7 or 19 or
17,
something? I don't know.
yeah.
Something like that.
And obviously, you know, there's a difference. So with a 37 horsepower, you're going to have a nicer cut. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, I cut it once, let it dry, and then I went back over it again and it looked fine. It just, there was like wet grass.
Yeah, so that's a tip for you guys. If you get to lawns that are extra long and they're wet, if you go over them once, and if you have other lawns to do in the right around there, you can go mow that lawn, and then come back to do the second pass because believe it or not, the grass dries out pretty quick.
And another tip actually is, instead of lowering it on the second pass, to raise it up one on the second pass. So you're not cutting it again, you're just
dispersing the grass that's there.
Dispersing anything that's there. So, and any pop-ups that you missed. A 1/4 inch is not going to make a huge difference. You know, it still leaves a really nice cut.
Same thing if you're solo and you only have 1 yard to do, you could always mow it, then get off and weed eat, and then go for your second pass.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, that 15 minutes does make a difference. Unless, of course, it's like sopping wet.
Yeah.
Then with crabgrass, it's crazy.
I mean, but then some ones actually cut nicer when they're wet. Like if they're really short, like this one down here, it's usually the only thing that's growing is like those tall, like daisy heads, like the pop-up weeds.
And they're hard to cut when it's dry.
Right. It's hard to cut when it's dry. So when it's wet, it's actually a nicer cut. So.
Okay, so we got 4 in here. We got two these quick ones, and then the weed eating of the hill, which is quick too. Okay, well, let's get to work. I think it's about 86, so it's warmer than they said it was going to be. Definitely. And the dew point's close to 70.
But nowhere near what you guys are dealing with. So just absolutely stay hydrated and take your time. If a client's not going to understand that it's hotter and you need to go a little slower, then you don't need that client.
Yeah, you definitely don't need that client, because you don't want to freaking drop dead out there.
It's not worth it. Not worth it at all.
No, not worth it at all.
Number 3. It's not too wet, but there's a little bit of moisture in it. And hasn't rained yet, so that's a good thing. Well, hopefully we can get a whole bunch done today. So
But she's gonna mow this, and I gotta weed eat around everything. She went diagonal with them. This is all weeds. You can only see stripes on like a perfectly good day. But I think she'll go over it one more time just to clean it up. And I'm gonna go down there and weed eat the one we have down there. One behind me, this is number 3. No, this is number 4 here. And then I'll show you what I have to do. I mean, they're not too long, so maybe I can skip mowing them. Ended up weed eating these 2 because they were at 13 days. I would have let them go a little further, but we're in bee season now. So because we're in bee season, I don't want it to go too long. And we've been getting a lot of rain, so. But here's what Rachel did. Got this one cleaned up nice. So the boss is over here complaining that she got bit by a monster mosquito.
Look.
Why are you always the one getting, oh my gosh,
I
man.
know.
Why are you the one that always gets bit by mosquitoes?
I have no idea. It's when the barometric pressure drops, and I guess I just have sweet blood. They just love me.
Well, it says it's 85. I think we're around 90 with the heat index. Our humidity is a little hotter. And our dew point's close to 69. I know that's not 76 and oppressive, but it's still in the moderate range. And we haven't gotten rain yet.
No.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So we're at 7. So even if we get rain after this one, we still got 7 done.
It is what it is, you guys.
She keeps telling me that. It is what it is. Right?
I mean, our clients know that we're doing our best, and when we show up, even if it's a little bit longer, it still looks nice.
She knows the boss will whip it into shape. And we did get the one we showed you yesterday on video, the overgrown one.
Yeah.
We're charging a little more than double what we gave a quote for. So because it's going to be a pain the first time.
Yeah. A lot of weed eating and just trying to whip it back into shape, and then
see, with our lawns,
and then it's going to be on a schedule.
And she's got us back over, I think, 82 accounts now.
Yeah. Well, the one we didn't pick up because he did not like the fact that we did 9 to 12 day accounts.
We had an aggressive schedule. He said it could go 14 to 21 days. So, but no, not for us.
Not for us.
There's the Craigslist bandit will do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. We just have found that it's not feasible. I mean,
on equipment or anything.
No, yeah, it's not. I mean, today, those accounts this morning, the very first ones this morning were what, at 14 days, right?
No, they were at 17.
Oh,
they were a little
17
behind
days.
Because every time this week we tried to get them, we'd get
rained,
a big rainstorm.
Big pop-up rainstorm in the afternoon. So they were a little bit longer. Okay, that's why. Yeah. But still, I cut it at the highest setting, and it still did not look as decent as it normally does. And that's the reason why we don't do 14-day schedules. So
we're back on 9 days, maybe 12 days with that one.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's get this one done. It's the giant hill. You guys have seen it. I'll do a quick before and after, and that's it.
Maybe I'll try to mow a little different today.
Oh my god, maybe I should set up the camera because she's gonna fly into the woods. You know, every time you go down that one part where that big oak tree is,
I scare you.
It's always, even when and the crazy thing is, guys, I know this is a long truck though, I used to mow this backyard, and I'll show you the neighbors, with a Husqvarna 48-inch riding tractor.
Yeah.
I would go up the hill like this, and then I'd back down it. Go up and back down. So
I think I can control the Z3 fairly well, though. I haven't hit the tree yet.
Well, when I used to go down with the walk behind, I'd go down and I'd start sliding, and I'm like, oh, I gotta watch out.
Oh yeah, you don't really slide when it's really wet. Sometimes I don't know if I know how to properly take the end of hills. Like, I think that there's a way that you can probably feather the wheels so that it doesn't.
Well, when you go down, when you're going down the hill, as you get to the bottom, let it pick up speed.
Right.
And but how can you do that when you're driving at full speed down the hills anyway? So you can't gain no more speed. You got to slow it down a little bit and then take your momentum down so you don't slide.
Right.
Okay.
So I tend to, like, especially when a tree is in front of me, I tend to try, but it doesn't really tear it up.
You can't increase your speed when you're at max speed already, boss. It's impossible unless you got like a nitrous. Diagonal with this. You went diagonal with this one. And this is the bottom look of it. That's the one we didn't get added on, but look, it's a lot more difficult. Look at the hill over there. And they wanted it every 2 to 3 weeks or twice a month, and we just aren't going to do that. And look, it's almost 2 o'clock, and the grass is still wet from the dew in the mountains. So how wet it stays. It'll be 3 o'clock sometimes, and it's still saturated wet in some spots. But that's how it is here. See if she can make it up because it's so wet. Ugh. Hills are fun. Hills are fun. What's the matter over there, boss?
Oh man, I'm tired today.
You shouldn't stay up partying all night.
I'm not partying, man. Working.
Can you make it through this one? The next 3?
The next 3.
3 of them.
And then we have another 2. Then we have to make it down before 6 o'clock.
Yeah, because if we don't make it there by 6 o'clock, we get the police called on us.
Mm-hmm. So we have other ones down by us that we could just go do afterwards, because people that I don't get to, I'm gonna have to contact.
Wait, so this is number 8, 9, 10,
Mm-hmm.
11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
Then we make it down to her 13.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we're good. We hit 13, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's 6 days of growth. Only 6 days. And it's out of control. Have fun with your trusty Toro.
What?
I said have fun with your trusty Toro.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
I beat that thing up in the garden. I run over rocks, sticks, all kinds of stuff. Surprised the wheels haven't fallen off yet. So this is number 9, and then number 10's the house down there. I gotta go do that one, but she's came over and done this one while I finished weed eating and blowing all this. So, but let's get the boss mowing. Of the last 3, but we just finished them. This is the last. So this is number 11. I just got them mowing it. I'm gonna weed eat it all down around all these trees. Oh look, I found the boss at her site again. She wants me to buy her a weed eater, I think. Forgot to do an ending today, so I'm out here. I had to show you. This is a part of the garden that we just let go. It's not supposed to be part of the garden, but it's gotten out of control. These are all plants that are in pots here. But I'm going to turn around and show you what they look like. Okay, so I'm going to show you this is our potted volunteer garden, right? So, and then these are plants that need love. My hanging baskets, they're dying. And then all the stuff we bought, we got to put in pots still. It's been out here for a long time. But in here, all this stuff in here is all potted plants that I didn't get to plant into the garden, and there's a lot of them. If you guys see, this is a wild gourd, I guess. Not wild, but it's a volunteer. It popped up and it's encroaching all the way out into the driveway. It's taking over this. Along with a tomato plant. So we have everything just growing in here. I'll show you. All these are tomato. And look, there's so much growing in here. I just stepped on a cucumber. But I gotta go through here. But you have the wild gourd, of course. And then down in here, you have cherry tomatoes everywhere. And then you have bigger tomatoes in here. Oh wow, look at this, guys. If I go through here, look at these tomatoes. Man, you don't do nothing. These are all in pots. Potted plants. I guess Mother Nature gets some water. Wow, there's so many big tomatoes down in there. That's sweet. So if you come out here, if I can get out without stepping on a plant, which I think I did, but there's so many gourds. Come over here and you have more sweet million tomatoes. See, all in pots. I'm even stepping on pots.
See all the tomatoes? So this is our we do nothing to garden. It's just gone crazy with cucumbers. And the crazy thing is there's no blight on these tomatoes yet. That's wild. And then over here is another volunteer. See it growing all the way over there? It's out of control. Out of control. And then these are blueberries, and there's actually a blueberry on it. But, so this is the wild garden. Nandina buried in there. Funny, funny, funny. So I'm out in the garden now, and I'm gonna end the video now, but I wanted to show you guys all the tomatoes that are growing so far. See them all? The deer have been in here, if you can see. The deer have been in here and they've eaten my plants, but we have new shoots growing up. That's the beauty of tomatoes. There's a big storm in the background. Man, they got a lot of them. But guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, be happy, or at least try. Have a good night, guys.